everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be the beginning of my reading vlog, my 4th week on my 1 week 1 shelf challenge. Basically every week I pick a shelf in my little jar, and it's the shelf I have to try and read from as much as possible that week. Sometimes I get audiobooks that are just similar genre if I don't have anything access fast at the library. This week, yesterday, I picked one, and it was my shelf number 22, which is mystery horror thriller. And it's kind of a messy shelf, kind of just like shove everything that doesn't fit on other shelves. And I tried to pick a couple books, and I'm struggling a little bit. So I think I'm going to do like try a chapter with 2 of these and decide which one I want to stick to. But let's start with the one that I know for sure I'm reading. The Troop by Nick Cutter. I have 2 of his books on my shelf, and I'm planning something else with the other one, so I have to choose this one. I know it's horror. I know it's kind of gross, and I believe the author is Canadian. Like it's happening in Canada, which, yeah. I don't know anything else. I'm fully prepared to be grossed out and horror-y and just feel all the horror. Horror? Horror. Why does it sound like I'm saying something else? It starts with an H. It's like the biggest struggle if you speak French, H's. So, yeah, I actually have the audiobook at my library, so I think I'm going to try it that way so I can read a physical book, because I have 2 options and I don't know which one to choose, so I'm going to try the first chapter like I was saying. The first one is John Dies at the End. I have been warned that this is one of the weirdest books I will ever read, and I might love it or absolutely hate it. It's pretty chunky. The other one is even worse, but like in the back it says things like, I mean, look at this. Like, this is a really weird book, so I will try the first chapter of that one. And my other option is this, because there's just so much hype behind this book, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which for some reason back in the day growing up, everyone was reading it and I just was not interested whatsoever. I've heard what the real title was in the beginning. It's like they switched the title. I wonder why. But I am excited now. I want to finally get around to reading it. It is so big, so big. There is over 800 pages, but I mean, I do have that kind of mass market paperback edition, but mine is somewhat floppy, so we're allowing it. I got it at library sales, so like it was like 25 cents at the time. I miss library sales so much. So yes, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go read the first chapter of each of them. I think actually they both have like a prologue, so I might just read the prologue and then choose which ones I'm sticking with. I'll see you in a bit. That was quick. I read the prologue of this one, which wow. And I just started this one and I was like, no. Not that I'm saying no to the whole book, but like, no, I really want to continue this. So I've only read like 5 pages of this, and it's gonna go back on the shelf, and I'm sticking to this one. This is a big book to try and read in a week, but the writing just flows really nicely, and I am in the mood for mystery. I think this is considered a mystery thriller. So I'm starting the week with these 2 books. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying I'm starting, because they're both pretty big, so I don't think I'm gonna have time to read anything else, but we'll see. Good morning. I wanted to update you on my reading because I stayed late reading, which, when is the last time I've done that? I'm almost at page 300, so I've been like flying through it. I feel like the first day it took me a while to get into it, like the first 100 pages, which I mean, it's still pretty reasonable since it's 800 pages, but I wasn't completely sure in what direction it was going. It seemed to be like, I mean, you're following a like financial journalist, which not really something I thought I was going to enjoy, but the trying to solve a family mystery in a small village, I'm all for that for sure. So I'm really curious to see where it's going, but I'm completely sold right now. I wish I had nothing else to do but read the book, which again, when is the last time I felt that way? As far as this one, I started the audiobook. I'm only about like 10% into it, but so far it sounds creepy. I do like the audiobook, but if I finish the other book, I don't know why, I have a feeling I'm going to finish this one super fast. I will finish it physically, since I haven't had much time to listen to audiobooks. Like, I mean, it's been snowing so much, and like when it's not snowing, it's raining, so it's super icy outside, so I'm not going on walks really, and I haven't been really getting ready, which I will eventually, to do videos because I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I shouldn't say that out loud. I do have the puzzle to do, but like I might keep that for like my wild Friday nights or something. So yeah, I'll update you later. There's no squirrel, but I mean, look at the picnic table. No peanut on it for a while. I need to like go and put some, but look how pretty. Like usually snowflakes, you can barely see them on screen, but you can see they're huge, chunky ones. Hello, long time no see, at least for me. We are Friday morning. I have been very busy, but I have made so much progress. I have like about 100 pages left. How did I read 700 pages in like 5 days? It's insane. It's been snowing a lot. It looks gorgeous outside, but it's kind of dark, so if the lighting isn't great, that's the reason. I wanted to update you on the books because I didn't make a lot of progress with the audiobook, The Troop. I have about 50% left, which in 2 days it's going to be a challenge, but the book is only about like 10 hours long for the audiobook, and I'm not listening to it at one speed, so at 1.5, if I do the puzzle, which I think I'm going to do that tonight, it might still be possible. Plus, if I can finish this one today, then I would be able to read the physical book tomorrow and hopefully finish it on time. It would be really nice to finish 2 big books in 1 week. So let me go into the details of the books because I have not been able to put it down. I have been going to bed way too late because I keep wanting to continue. The writing just flows really nicely. I am very into the whole mystery. I haven't read a book like this in forever. I was really missing it. I've been complaining that I want to read really good mystery thrillers, but all of them are like domestic ones, which I don't really care about. And I mean, little town mystery, trying to find a missing person that was murdered years ago kind of thing. Fascinating. I was all for it. I mean, I'm still all for it. I have 100 pages left. So let me go through the few things that I wanted to talk about from the book because I didn't do that last time. Okay, so in the beginning, at around page like 50, that's where it starts being like a few descriptions are kind of, I mean, maybe it's back in the day / a little bit the character that isn't really politically correct, but the main female character is described as anorexic looking like multiple times throughout the book, which not the best description. And there's even a weird, don't judge my PJs, they're very comfortable, but can you see this? That gave her an almost Asian look. Which, and there's a few times that the R word is described, but still not really, the best. I mean, it's not the most recent book, so I have one spoiler I want to talk about. Actually, there's one thing first, and then I'll go into the spoiler. The main female character, once again, the way she's described, it makes no sense. At one point, the author puts her in a jean skirt. Is it me or like that doesn't work? Plus, at one point, she brings out like a camera out of her pocket of her jean skirt. I'm like, what pocket? What pocket would that fit in? But so let me talk about the spoiler. So I'm gonna put spoiler on the screen. It's not gonna last long, but I just really wanted to address it because the main male character, you know how like sometimes there's like wish fulfillment? I really notice it a lot with male authors with sex. The main male character had sex with like the 3 main female characters that appear at least in the first half of the book. Like all 3 of them. And I'm really, really mad that he had sex with the main female character. Like, I don't know how it's going to end, but like so far I hate it. The author keeps mentioning that, he could be her father, he's twice her age. I'm like, I get that like she's had, a tough life and maybe her relationship will, show these things. I hate it. They shouldn't have had sex. That's my opinion. Anyway, so far I am enjoying the book. It's definitely a little messed up, some of the stuff that we learn, but I was fully expecting it. Overall, enjoying it. Can't wait to see how it ends, and I will be listening to my audiobook in a little bit whenever I do the puzzle. There you go. Took me about 2 hours, and I lost a few hair, just going a little cuckoo, but yay, I did all the sky, which now I need to do all the bottom, which that's gonna be for a different day because I need sleep now. So we are Saturday, it's around 5, it's about to, the sun is about to go down. Not that you can really see it because look at this. What a snowstorm. It's very, very powdery one, so like with the wind it's going everywhere. That's gonna be fun to clean up. But I wanted to update you on the books because I finished both of them. Actually, let me start by showing you the puzzle. And this is where I'm at. Finished a book, the audiobook, and made some great progress. I still have so much to do, but it is so hard because it looks I've been saying that the whole time, but it looks all exactly the same. But like, yeah, the sky was hard, but this is just as hard. I did that earlier today and I finished the audiobook. It is messed up. I don't read a lot of horror and I feel like I tend to be kind of not that scared and kind of just not really impressed with the books, but that one is scary. Yeah, made me very, very uncomfortable. I haven't read Lord of the Flies, but I feel like it might have a little bit of the same feel from what I know. I might be completely wrong. So yes, and it's very I feel like I keep thinking so many books that I'm reading are relating to the pandemic, but like there's a group of scouts that go on an island, because I'm realizing I didn't mention at all what it was about, but I didn't know. I don't think it's a spoiler, but like there's something that happens, like a disease, or you don't know exactly what happens, and someone arrives there very, very hungry. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's very messed up. It's a quick read. I was saying like the audiobook was about 10 hours, so I probably could have went through the book very fast, but why am I like, it's right next to me. I'm like, how many pages? It has almost 400, but like look at the size of it, and some of it is in a like interview format. So it's a very quick read. I do have another book by the author on my shelf and I'm planning on going through it. If I have to give it a rating, maybe 4, but like that's solid for me. Like I don't think I've ever even given 4 stars to a horror book ever. So yeah, made me uncomfortable. As far as the Dragon Tattoo Girl, the ending was kind of okay. I feel like it was probably the weakest point. It felt very like they're just listing a bunch of stuff, and I've already said the spoilery thing I'm not a fan of. Yeah, it kind of feels like a standalone, but it's a trilogy, right? And I'm curious to continue. I checked my library does have the ebook, so I kind of liked reading it physically, but no library sells. I'm so sad I never picked up the rest of the series because I saw it, but I was like, when will I read the first one? Now, 3 years later. So probably 3 years later, actually. I should check in my hauls, but it's been a long time. But I really, really enjoyed it. Definitely dark, definitely some messed up stuff. Clearly, this one I've read so many messed up books, but maybe 4.5. Just because I think I might even round it up to 5 on Goodreads, just because I've read so many books, I feel like, lately, especially like mystery horror. I never find one that I'm like, oh my god, this was amazing. And this is like by far the best one I've read in forever. So I'm giving it 4.5, rounding it to 5 stars. And yeah, I think that was a solid reading week. Technically, I do have a little bit more time to read today, but I have to edit this vlog, first off. And I'm planning on trying the TV show Behind Her Eyes, because that was a messed up book, but completely didn't think I was going to give it a high rating, but that ending was crazy, and there's a TV show, so I want to try it, see how I feel about it. So I'll keep you updated in the comment section for anyone interested, and yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, more videos on the screen. I will see you in March. I'm hoping to post a few bonus videos, not just 2 weeks, just because February was kind of, hopefully this month goes better, but yes, see you soon. Bye.